Alright guys, so what's going on? So I thought I'd do a fun little video today talking about the 5 things that I'm going to be doing first in my GTI. I've had a bunch of people messaging me asking, hey, see, you got rid of the dart, now what are you planning on doing with your GTI? Or are you keeping it stock? No. Who the hell leaves a car stock? Got a few things planned first. First thing I actually wanted to do to the GTI, but I've already got done, is the window tint. If you guys didn't see my last video, I've already gone and got window tint. I got 18% carbon Suntech, I think is the brand that we went with, all the way around, so it's really dark and it blocks out, I think it said about 40% of the heat, 50% of the heat, somewhere around there. So it does a really good job. I haven't got to test it out yet because it's still crappy outside here in central Ohio. Note why we're still filming in garages, because it's freezing outside and it sucks.
You guys say Colorado!
So since I've already got the window tint done, the next thing I want to do is get an intake. These GTIs are amazing. However, let me do this one. However, I don't know how well you guys can see. Let me move you a little bit this way. The air box on this does not allow for like any turbo noises. I mean, you might hear a little bit of the diverter valve or something every now and again making some noise, but you just don't hear that turbo noise that you want to see. So I definitely am looking at going and getting, I'm between a couple brands right now. If you guys want to leave some comments below, if you guys do own GTIs, about what brands you guys recommend. I've been looking at the ECS tuning intake. I think the I can't pronounce it, it's terrible. Anyway, I'll put a picture here. I've also been looking at the integrated engineering intake. It's more like a short ram kind of deal. The two big intake brands I've been looking at. I guess it really doesn't matter because it's kind of doing the same thing, but those are the two intakes that I've been looking for my GTI. Pow! The next thing I'm looking at getting would be a boost gauge. I'd like to know how much boost I'm actually running. One thing I hate about the Mk7 GTI is it does have the built-in boost gauge. However, it is way off. I think I've seen my peak boost at 30 pounds and I know that's not right. So I'd like to eventually get a boost gauge for this car. Been throwing around the idea of doing the P3 cars boost gauge. I think that'd be really cool to have a real nice digital one, and then doing a boost tap so that way it reads accurate boost. I've also been looking at just getting a normal ECS tuning boost gauge for my vent. What's really neat with the Mk7, if you guys are new to my channel, and I haven't really done a whole bunch of Mk7 stuff, but if you haven't really looked into it a whole lot, is that the boost gauge that most people do is they replace the driver's left.
Today, Junior?
What most people end up doing is they replace the left vent on the driver's side and they actually put the boost gauge there. There's a bunch of them that are integrated where it still works, and it's just really neat. It's kind of cool to me. As I said before, the next thing I'd like to do is do a blow-off valve. I've been looking at between two. I don't know which one to go with. I like the Forge blow-off valve, just typical blow-off valve. It works pretty good, and I've heard good things about it. I've also thrown around the idea of getting the HKS, but with that I'd also have to go upgrade charge pipes, and which, I mean, that's eventual plan anyway, but it's not something I'm looking at doing right away, so I don't know if I'll be going HKS or not, but I love the sound of a good HKS blow-off valve. One of the simple things that kind of drives me nuts about this car, and this will also probably be, I'll probably end up doing a 5 things that I hate about my Mk7 GTI, but one of the things I do not like is when, so if you guys want to run just the halos, what you actually have to do is just turn it to the one switch to the right, that way your daytime running lights are on. And then the next mode is you can go halo with the, next mode you can go with the headlight and the halo on. But for some reason, you can't run just the halo and the fog lights together. You have to have the headlights on and the fog lights on for all of it to work. Where I want to be able to run just the halo and the fog lights whenever I'm just driving during the day. But to do that, you actually have to get the Gyro Switch. It's another mod not really a mod, it's more of just like a switch that you switch out with a factory switch that allows you to be able to do both. I know you can also VAGCOM the car and do a couple other little odds and ends, but I don't know. I don't feel like doing that. I feel like it'd be easier just to do a switch. They sell the real nice ones from Volkswagen, but at the same time, you can also get the Chinese ones where they're just as cheap, and I think they work just as well. I mean, it's just a switch, so there's nothing that really can go wrong, can there? but that's the next thing I'd like to do. Alright guys, so finally we're getting to the last thing I'd like to do, and kind of goes without saying is I'd love to get a tune for this car. I've been throwing around the idea of which one I want to go with. I'm back and forth. So also, if you are a Volkswagen guy and you have any recommendations for me, I'd love to hear them. There are so many tunes. I come from the Dodge Dart platform where there was, I think one tune was all there was, and there was like a piggyback, but the piggyback did pretty much nothing, so it was worthless to even get. And the tune, I think it was like $500-$600 maybe, and you get 10 horsepower or something. I don't know. I can't remember. It wasn't a whole lot. So, but this car, you can go stage 1. Let's just call it APR because that's one of the big names that everyone kind of knows with the Volkswagen platform. You can get a stage 1 APR tune and be running 316 wheel horsepower just on a stage 1 tune with everything stock internal, stock intake, stock downpipe. That's it. That's all you need. That's insane to me. Like, I've never heard of that before. Now, they do have stage 2, which is probably where I'll jump straight to. I don't feel like I'm going to jump to stage 1 and then go to stage 2, unless I go with a tune more like Eurodyne or like a Cobb tune, where I can easily change the maps. But then again, at the same time, I've also been throwing around the idea of doing a JB4, and I've heard some good things about JB4, but I'm just learning about all this stuff. So if you guys want to leave some comments, let me know what you think and what kind of tunes that you've heard are really good for the Volkswagen. I would love to hear your guys' ideas and opinions, so make sure you leave a comment down below. Also, at this time, if you haven't already and you do enjoy my content, I would love for you guys to like, comment, and subscribe if you guys aren't already. If you do subscribe, make sure to hit that bell down in that one of these corners down here. It's going to be there, and that way you get a notification every single time I post. I think I've already done my 5, but we'll go ahead and say my last one is with the tune. I'd like to go ahead and get the downpipe. Same thing, I don't really know which downpipe I've been going with. I've heard some good things and bad things. I know some things you can get where you don't have to run a spacer, but I think those downpipes cost upward of $1,000. And I'm not really trying to spend $1,000 just on a downpipe. I'll probably just get one of the maybe CTS Turbo or something along that line in downpipe, and then do the spacer that people talk about to get rid of the error code. Like I said, don't know a whole lot about that. These things are all new to me, but these are just the first 5 things that I would like to do to my Mk7 GTI. So guys, so if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you hit like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out, take it easy guys, and see you in the next one.